Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon, ladies and gents. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. I am just keeping a track of the game real quick. Well, regardless, welcome to the next round of the lower bracket here in ESL Challenger League Season 51. What you're about to witness is the last resort take on Leo, the Ukrainian side. It's going to be a fun one. The boys, well, not the boys, because I'm not streaming for them today. I'm streaming under my own name, but the last resort had played earlier today, and they just can't stop winning. Clearly, for whatever reason, they're just built to win. They beat Rune Eaters today, 2-1, another early kickoff, and they just keep climbing the Valve ranking system. I mean, before you know, they're going to be breaching into top 100. So exciting times ahead for a UK scene, but they've got to take on another CIS team, that being the Ukrainians of Leo. Starting off on Nuke. Of course, the pick of the last resort. Let's see what kind of trouble they making for us on this particular day. Got two sets of dualies on the CT side. It's a classic A pop. Trying to overwhelm the CT side. Clear gonna have to force himself off there because of the molly. Set himself up in another position with those dualies to go crazy, but it's only good for one. Bomb site secure. That heaven smoke's not gonna allow any vision into the bomb site either, so Leo just gonna have to look to regroup. TLR can set themselves up some nice post plants. Extinct killing Malchus as well, so now that they have the man up, it gets a little bit disastrous now for Leo, but Extinct swings on him with the dualies. A bit too overexcited there. But it's a 2-on-2 still. Bev hiding out in hut with the Glock. Gonna tap out Amster. Putting it all on one unique. They've got the lineup for the molly as well, so he's not going to be able to tap that one. And just like that, Artist will run down the last player. TLR claim the opening pistol round, thanks to a lovely strategy. And this is going to be a lot of fun. I actually want to see somebody with the gun out. Yeah, that's the new ammo. The new magazine system by Valve. This is going to be my first official bearing witness to this. It'll be very fun to see how it how differently the players play. Are we going to see a lot less spams, or are we going to see people conserve their ammo after a spray? Are they going to go for the reload, or are they not? You know, it's all these little things. And I'm sure some of you guys have probably already seen an official or two with the new update, but you know what? Who even knows why the hell they added that update, Valve? But we do not question our overlords. They do what they want. So, Giraffe's already been tagged down early by Malchus and that scout. Talking of spam, he's just going to town with that scout, but then again, he's got a lot of bullets to work with. Meanwhile, we've got a couple SMGs as well, joining Marat down in secret. Clearly responding to the outside smokes, waiting for somebody to sneak their way on down there, but for now, TLR just holding their ground, not looking to make any advances yet. Extinct, I mean, he's got the pre-fire ready. Does he even expect a unique there, though, is a question. Or not unique, Marat. Vacancy diving down into main. Firing through the smokes. The 5-7 going to town. Is this exactly where you'd want the 5-7 to be? Close range, instant headshot potential. And just like that, TLR, despite winning the pistol, we're going to lose the conversion thanks to some lovely shots from Marat 2K. Them bloody pistols. He still had to land his shots under pressure, so give him a little merit for that. Of course, keep your eyes on the top right. That is the VOD screen. We'll have Anubis up next and Ancient in case we need it. And the fact I see Anubis in the VOD, something tells me I think we're going all the way, but that's just me wildly guessing. Oh, unique? Oh, okay. Poor brother just got completely caught off guard there. Giraffe catching a nasty timing as well. Are they going to hit them with the deja vu? We lose to pistols now. It's your turn to lose to pistols, but they don't expect Amster down here so quickly. So that AK recovered has now been dropped. But now the map has been turned wide open for TLR to start working some magic. I mean, the bomb is still down lower. But Extinct could be absolutely anywhere. And he's gone around the world here. And he's found himself in hell. Malkus, the timing is not on his side. You can see he looked for a split second towards hell, but turns back away to ramp. And that's exactly when he loses his life. Oh, and the flash is perfect for Extinct to peek into Amster and just delete him from the server. And now it's on Cleo in a 1 versus 3. He's quick down the ramp, so he's got a bit of timing here, but Extinct has managed to get himself behind the silo. Not enough, though, so he does lose his life. So 1 versus 2 against 2 armored players. Vacancy tucked in the corner. Bev just going to be the bait in this one. But Bev just Vacancy just called for the 3-2-1. And just like that, the force beats the force. Beats the force. Force beats the force. Beats the force. Yeah, I think that's how it works. So all the hard work Leo did just completely nullified. Thanks to the Tech 9s. Unbelievable. Who would have thought? We'll have to say, I'm not sure who it was that Extinct killed going down the vents early, but you do have to be a little bit more vigilant. That would have been cold, that there's already a guy down early secret. I think clearly mistiming the where Extinct could be, but you know, so it's little mistakes that add up. And once again, outside smokes deployed. Artisan Co already down secret. And I will say, I am going to apologize early for the bad observing. They do have the coach on the server, so getting to vacancy is going to be a pain in the ass. But you know what, we'll try our best. That's what you got to do, you got to try your best. And I will also say, for whatever reason, I'm going to look into it after today. We're not on the HLTV main page, so I did see there's a Brazilian/Portuguese stream and a Ukrainian one, so do spread the word. There is an English stream. Get the people in here just to vibe out and chill for what should be a pretty exciting best of 3. And this round's already started off quite well for the last resort. 2 opening picks. B site has been working wonders for them, and one unique done in a one and done spot. To be fair to him, bomb will go down without a problem. Cleo will just be looking to save that M4. Can Marat find anything? No, he cannot. All he can find is a couple bullets to his dome. And this is the part where I would love to have a co-caster, because what is the reason behind how well TLR have been playing? I mean, a lot of people look at this roster, sure. I mean, you got a lot of experience. You've added Bev into the team for a bit of pizzazz. You don't really expect them to go really far, but they've been beating opponents better than them time and time again. They've been making deep runs. I know for sure, you know, they're in the lower bracket for this, but the sky is clearly the limit for these guys. And if they can make a deep run through in lower brackets, make it to the semis, let's say, I mean, that's already quite far ahead, but they're looking to break into tier 2 with a strong showing on their back, and I don't know what's the quickest we've seen a team, well, probably the new 100 Thieves jump up the rankings in such a quick time. But they're making steady work, TLR. I think I checked today. I'll check another time. They are now ranked 128th as of today, and I'm pretty sure yesterday I was saying they were ranked 130 6 or something, so in less than 24 hours, they're moving up 5-6 rankings off every win, so the improvement is good. I mean, they're beating teams better than them, again, in the rankings. Leo are currently ranked 93, so this would be a big win once again against a tough opponent, and Extinct once again putting up such good numbers. Just like that, the first 5 seconds of the round, and both one rifle deleted. You got 2 openings. It could be more clean, and Bev is actually taking up the ladder here to just hold on to this M4, but they know where he is. He's pretty much trapped on an island here. He is the sacrificial lamb, but to be fair, he's doing a pretty good job. Marat, he's waiting for an overpeak. He wants that M4 for himself. Artist on the other side is gonna pick off Malchus in 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, just okay. That's the bait for the Zeus. Here we go. Genius. I like this. Where you going, buddy? Where's your chance? Chase him down. Oh, you know what? Fine. I don't want to see a Zeus kill anyways. And Marat ended up killing Bev anyways, so Bev stayed alive for as long as he could, but it doesn't really matter in the long run. 4-1 the score, heading into the next round. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, he actually won't even be able to save that rifle. And it was looking like Malchus was looking to join up to try and pick up another rifle, but doesn't really matter at all. Well, after the last couple rounds of suffering, Leo can finally purchase themselves back into some M4s, but they're being exploited here towards outside. These outside smokes are doing a hell of a lot of damage to them. Just so much map control given over just like this, and they're not contesting with it. Do you put that down to the new reload system not just being able to freely spam the smokes? But it will be TLR starting off with a casualty. Bev pushing the limits there towards Hot. But you do have 2 players tagged down low for Leo, but Giraffe just not expecting Malchus on that tight little angle from heaven. Artist is able to instantly reply though, but Cleo gets another player going down the vents. And I do believe, yeah, Amster's already here waiting for Vacancy. And he's, whew, what a peek from Vacancy. Clean as you like. He's going to be able to get the bomb down for free. Nade's going to do a lot of damage, but this post plant can do some serious damage here. Artist sparting out Malchus. They've got to be wary of the player in vents, but Cleo again just running havoc in this round. 3 kills in the round for him. And Leo with the instant response. You know it's scary when Vacancy is hitting shots like that. Now Malchus can upgrade himself to that orb. A couple AK, well, a single AK picked up in that last round as well. So Leo just going to be looking to build up that economy now on the CT side after a rough start. Couple taps from Unique, but he's not really going to test the waters any further. Vacancy looking to make some early ground here. Diving into hell already, and he's not being quiet about this whatsoever. And that spam battle is going to go the way for one Unique, actually. Artist losing his life in that process, and Vacancy Maybe thought he had a bit of a gap there. Amster disposes of him as well. So TLR losing their footing in these last 2 rounds. Bev also losing his life to Cleo, aggressing into lobby, into trophy room. They're just being caught off guard one by one, TLR. A beautiful back-to-back round for the last resort. Well, not for the last resort, for Leo. And yeah, sure, Draft gets a consolation, but he's been dinked. So this is going to be a very tough attempt for him. And one unique with the mad reposition there. It's a simple kill. And again, despite gaining so much ground, thanks to those smokes, they're not able to do much work with it. So just like that, despite the initial successes, they're forced onto the pistols. Artist actually investing into a hero AK here, so hey, if he's feeling it, he's feeling it. You let the captain do what he wants. And not since the pistol, we've not seen anything towards A. Or actually, since the second round, where they lost against the pistols, CLR. They've been very comfortable deploying these outside smokes and working with them. Smokes are not going to find anything. Just keeping quiet. Malkus posted up to credit. TLR not making a single sound. This is where we might need to see Leo advance into lobby, just gain some ground, gain some intel, because, well, never mind. They're just going to give up the sound, march their way down into ramp, right into the hands of Amster, but he's going to get deleted again by Extinct Steagle. And Giraffe also smells weakness as Malkus unable to do anything with the AWP. That's been picked up, put in Bev's hands. And a 5-on-3 that you can't really go for despite all the damage done. And despite 2 clean rounds from Leo on the rifles, they once again lose to the pistols. And that's got to leave a bit of a sting in the backside for them. Of course, Nuke heavily CT-sided, you'd say. The fact that you're down 2 rounds, the T-side have 5 already, and they can be pushing for even more. It's not looking too good, but at the same time, it was the right call to save. You're bringing in 3 AKs into the next gun round. Amster and Malkus can buy into this as well and can be dropped if need be. And actually, we're getting another tactical timeout from TLR. Okay. To be fair, with the way the last couple of gun rounds have been going, completely understand why Artist would have wanted to call this one. Want to make sure they get this one right. What, 9 rounds in? I've not really seen anything too big with the reloads, so I think once again CS Twitter have overreacted a little bit. To be fair, I did overreact a little bit when I found out about the update, but when you deep it a little bit, it's not the end of the world, you know what I mean? But hey, what do I know? I just talk about the game, but right now, it's been a pretty exciting start of this game. 9 rounds in. This first half has been quite a decent watch. With once again, for the 20 millionth time, I'm saying outside smokes have been deployed. Of course, the player could have gone down secret, but they are being replenished here. Smoke towards garage, smoke towards main. Exploiting the extremities, and Malkus actually missing a shot with the AWP. He's going to be pushed further back. So what do TLR do with this? They're in garage. They got all of outside. They can go towards the lockers, but you can see how Leo have readjusted to keep an eye on this. Marat, still a player on the A side, but he has got the support of Clear from Heaven. So is it a case of going down into Secret? But Amster, of course, trying to look for some info, gets punished for that. Cleo as well, trying to trade his teammate. Heavy damage done to him. And as TLR look to set themselves up for an A hit, Leo are in good response time as well. Good positions to respond to this. And one Unique just waiting, biding his time, gonna activate from behind. And TLR taking up too much time. Leo holding their nerve in the mid round. And it's another rifle round lost for the last resort. And unbelievably, they've used up all their tactical timeouts in the first half of play. Now you see, I do like it when the teams do use their tags, because obviously don't see why you wouldn't want to use it, but to use all three of them in the first half, that's a bit out there. Well, Artist clearly not happy with his T side despite still being in the lead. And this is a little bit more quicker. Artist is already up to red with the support of Giraffe. Bit of a self-flash there, but it's not going to matter too much. Malkis, though. Right place, right time once again. Can shoot his shot and retreat towards the vent, or even go down the stairs into the B site if need be. But he first needs to land this shot. Flash not going to affect him. He can just duck into cover. Giraffe, though. Can he force out a bait, though? No, he can't. Extinct. Flash is not going to be effective, and Malkis sticking around for the fight. He's been able to reposition for the close engagement as well, but he's going to be surrounded on both sides. Bev has also lost his life in the process, so that lobby lurk is not going to be coming into play. Amster, though, in the prime position to put a stop to this push. Now sees TLR in a 2-on-3. Artists. Classic aggression from him. Playing up close. Timing is not going to be on his side, though. The slow flick not being able to readjust onto Cleo. And now it's all on the low HP of Giraffe. They got the kits, they got the smokes, they got the mollies. And well, with that tick damage being heard, 5-second stick. Easy as you like. And finally we can say Leo have tied up the game. And they're in the hot seat now to win out this half, so good recovery from them. But I will remind you, despite of course losing the 4 of the last 5 rounds, the one round they did win was with these pistols, so anything is possible, clearly. And there you go. There's the instant response from Extinct Steagle once again. It's 10 out of 10 today on the server for Extinct. Malkis does instantly respond onto Artist, though. And Marat is in a pretty good position here, and he's got his teammate in support as well. Ooh. It's nervy, but Extinct playing up close despite being hidden. Will unfortunately lose his life. Bomb will be planted, though. Which, to be fair, was more than likely the main objective here for the last resort. Anything else would be a bonus. But with no rotations coming from ramp, Giraffe can set himself up nicely here. Vacancy getting another kill onto Unique. Bev playing up close as well. They're not clearing their angles here, TLR. And now Giraffe gonna activate from the backstab here on Cleo. And it's gonna be a free kill. Leo are gonna give up another Eco round. And I can only imagine the face on the the face on the coach for Leo. A little 360 from Giraffe. Not a single person staying alive. Somehow, the last resort will not be heading into the second half behind. They can at least secure the draw, but my goodness me. Them bloody pistols, man. Bloody pistols. Never count them out. Absolutely ridiculous. What point do you say it's not their fault, but it's the game's fault? Looks like they saved it late, though. Not a lot of A-pops whatsoever. Clear towards Mustang. He's got a lot to do. They're not going to clear him out, but it's going to be the last man standing. Malkus also diving through the smoke, and it's just going to be a quick round. Leo just contesting that hit, lose their life. And the last resort will be leading into the second half, 7-5 up. Thanks to the work of the pistols. And mainly thanks to Extinct. I mean, he seems tapped in today. His openers have been absolutely brilliant, and we're actually seeing a tactical being called by Leo. This pistol round of the utmost importance for them. Especially with their track record on pistols. Well, you can see why they're taking the time to discuss this one. We'll take the time to once again say thanks for everybody tuning in. Do spread the word, of course, about this stream. Hopefully, for the next game, I'll have it sorted where my name will be on HLTV and we won't need to worry about it whatsoever. So, until then, I'm kind of just hoping it's word of mouth and Twitter posts, Twitter reposts, but yesterday was pretty crazy in viewership terms. If we could get that again today, it would be pretty nice. So, Hardest has already depleted a mag of util, but then again, a mag of util, a mag of bullets, but it has landed a dink onto Malkus and Giraffe. The aggression from TLR has just been 10 out of 10 today. He's already catched an opener. He spotted nobody else out there. So you know the hit is going to have to be coming in from inside, and Art is turning away at the worst time, but the little fadeaway from Giraffe catches another headshot. And sure, they've given up the sight, but they're looking to retake this one with quick speed here. Flash coming in. Players coming in from heaven, but they're not landing their shots whatsoever. Giraffe going crazy. He's on for the ace. It's all on Amster, though, to recover the unrecoverable. Giraffe is already repositioned, and it's going to be the ace from Giraffe. He had the highest rating today earlier against Rune Eaters, and you can see why. Lovely shots from him. I wish I didn't go away from him and looked at his teammates die from heaven. But that is both pistols in the pockets there for the last resort. The confidence is going to be through the roof on their map pick. There we go. Artist is going to take the chance to go to town there. It's good for 2. Extinct up close and personal. This shotgun is looking to go crazy, but oh, to be fair, with the wide swing, he's actually only going to be able to get 1, but his teammates clean up. And they extend that lead by 4. And this could be the round that seals the fate for Leo. Artist buying into that AWP. This is do or die, and he's going super aggressive here. Not expecting the hold from Silo. So that heavy investment doesn't amount to a single thing. That was a big oversight there from the captain there. Now TLR need to muster up a refrag in some way. Put the man down. They're playing very passive here, Giraffe, to be fair. It's already down here early. One unique already in the vents as well to hold on to the rotations. One looking towards outside. Murat not able to get that kill. Extinct keeping his composure. With the support of Bev as well, he's going to swing on in. Clear, hiding under cover there. Now it's all on Bev. TLR losing their lives in the process. You see he's quite angsty about this. He doesn't know where Cleo is. And the first gun round will go the way of Leo. Again. Bit of an oversight from everybody there on the last resort. Doesn't help that your AWPer loses his life in the first 10 seconds, but... Artist seemed very much laser focused on getting himself into red and posted up, but they do actually have the money to force into this one, so I thought they were much more burnt than they were. Extinct on the shotgun. For whatever reason, he's having a lot of fun with it today. But Giraffe is not. One unique. A lovely little headshot through the smoke, actually, onto Giraffe. As you can see, there lies his body. And oh no, the 5-7 actually of Artist. And she does get one back. Bev has also lost his life as well. Ooh. Artist really testing his luck there with the spam. And oh my word, they're not going to be expecting this one. But Artist! He had a chance to get that kill, but again, too slow on the trigger pull. Now that just leaves an M4 and a shotgun. It's a messy spray from Vacancy and Cleo. Cleo going to be forced out. Goes to the molly, which Extinct will capitalize on, and Extinct finds out a kill onto Murat as well. And if he can get himself onto the top hut with his shotgun, he can make magic happen. And again, the force buy from the last resort, proving to be the kryptonite here for Leo on Nuke. And the Extinct farming up 3 kills with that shotgun, all recovered. And it's a map to forget if you're Leo. I don't really know what to say. For whatever reason, they look like Prime Astralis when they got the rifles out, but when they're up against some pistols, it's like I'm watching Team Liquid. So it's, I mean, I understand. I mean, it's not their map pick. They're not got the best of stats on Nuke, but at the same time, to lose so many rounds against the weaker buys, I mean, what? It is absolutely shocking. Now, balls in the court for TLR, I mean, you cannot fumble this round in any sort of way. I love that from Extinct, actually faking the drop down. Giraffe, good for one. Going to be playing up close, back turn from Hamster. It's only going to be good for one, but again, the entry's on point for Leo. Bev, however, on the quick backstab here. Malchus playing up close. Gunpowder going to be spotted first, but he holds his nerve, Malchus. And it's going to have to be the save call once again from Artist. And keeping it quick, keeping it aggressive, not really giving the last resort time to think about it. Leo land their shots with that quick A-pop. And you have to say, there's one player who's been standing firm. It has been clear, 17 and 8. He's been netting multiple multi-frag rounds. What do you do now? Oh, jeez. Apologize for yawning. I clearly didn't get enough sleep last night, but what do you do now if your last resort? I mean, what? You got a couple 2K players. Does make most sense to buy around this AWP. An Artist looking for the higher ground, which he does so. A lovely shot onto one unique. That's an opener to work with now. But Cleo playing so close to the smokes with those flashbangs. Not going to catch anything. An Artist going to town with this AWP. A bit of a quiet game from him. But better late than ever. And where do you go, Leo? Bev on the boost. Malchus actually going for the clear there. Good job from him. Making sure to clear everything out. Okay. Alright, TLR. From a 5-on-3 to a 3-on-2. Right, if he so chooses, can pick up the AK that's right behind him. There is an AK right there, mate. But looking to just keep the element surprise. So is Malchus. Vacancy. Very, very lucky to stay alive there. 8 HP. 4 HP, I should actually say. And he should be traded by Murat. But no, he isn't. The little crouch peek allows Vacancy enough time to readjust. And once again, the ping-pong nature of this game strikes once again. Unbelievable stuff from the last resort. Yeah, this game's been all over the place. Just as the game. Well, to be fair, the game's been pretty good all the way through. We got our first tech pause, ladies and gents. Oh, okay, never mind. To be fair, I'm hoping we don't get another situation like yesterday in the last map of the Heroic Academy game, where we had to watch the final map as a 5v4. I do still feel for the Academy boys over there, because they did such a good job of going all the way and going all 3 maps. Just to have a player's internet die and then just play a man down, you don't really expect that in a Challengers game, but can only hope it doesn't happen today. But what we're about to witness now is a Bev highlight. I think I set him up for failure there. I apologize, Bev. Whew! Artist going for the re-aggression there. And now, Leo looking to return the favor for the amount of times they've lost to the pistols. Malchus can upgrade himself to that AWP that he so favors. TLR need to play with the utmost care now, because Leo are walking around in a pack. But if they do decide to walk into the A side, they've got 2 A side defenders to play against. Draft up close and personal with the CT, playing towards the CT vents. Vacancy keeping an eye on Heaven, but actuality, that's not even a word. Or if it is, I've said it wrong. They've managed to find a bit of cover towards Secret. I'm saying it's only Extinct, the one down here, to be the first responder, but it's probably the player you would want with the way he's been performing today. 18 kills. Netted how many Deagle headshots? He will deny the bomb, but Cleo actually keeping an eye on the squeaky door. Will instantly trade his life, and they got to get on this bomb now. Giraffe going in for the early swing, forgetting about the open play as well from Malkis. And these pistols doing God's work right now for Leo this time round. And Malkis will close out the round. Started it with the AK, closes it out with the AWP, and the last resort. They had the chance there to put themselves on match point. But they suffered the fate that they so netted onto Leo so many times before. I think it was 3 eco rounds that they won the last resort. That's the first of Leo. And now they've really got to work with this. I mean, this could easily be Leo looking to close out this map if it wasn't for the amount of Tech 9 rounds they lost against. But on raw aim, you have to say they look crispier. But again, it's another force. Where on any other day, I'd say, yeah, I'm sure the last resort will probably muster up some sort of resistance, but at the same time, Leo should get this one across the line. You never know. You never truly know. Especially when the 5.7s are in play. That instant headshot potential from close range can do so much damage. That smoke, very well timed from Giraffe. We'll put a halt on the play. Same time, Bev does replenish that smoke towards ramp. So they're trapped towards the lobby here, Leo, for another 15 seconds. So this little late hit onto the A site can get quite nervy here. You've got a lot of 5.7s in play here. Extinct is one of them, but the pre-fire is absolutely beautiful. They're not going to expect the second player here. They're not expecting the stack whatsoever from the last resort, and it's all Malkis switching over to the rifle. And despite doing so much work in the previous round, it's not going to matter. Fate is such a cruel mistress. And TLR in one way or the other will net themselves a chance to close out their map pick. Whether through pure luck alone or having a good read on the game, they've got 4 chances of closing this one out and taking it to Anubis with a map up. And look at what Leo are working with. 3 Tech 9s and 2 rifles. It's not what you'd want to be bringing into what could be the final round of play. I like this. Very quick from one unique. Quick as you like. It's a free headshot onto vacancy. Extinct is going to be trapped towards the back of site, but TLR going to be coming up through the vent. Extinct still holding on firm despite being on such low HP. Going in for another kill. Heavily tagging everybody, but it doesn't matter. Artists will put the final nail in the coffin there for Leo. It's a proper scrappy map. Probably one of my more messier casts. It's just a bit too quick for me to keep an eye on. It's bloody nuke as well. It's an absolute pain in the ass to observe, but we're heading to more steady grounds. We're heading to Anubis, the pick of Leo, and it's a map that historically the last resort are not the best on. So could we be seeing all 3 maps in play today? I don't know. I'll let you guys decide that one. But we will be cutting to a short 5-10 minute break as the players go relax for a little bit. Anubis will be coming soon, though. Remember, spread the word. I am not on HLTV, so get everybody in here for what should be a good next map in the series. So I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Don't go anywhere. Damn, that was a nice song as well. Damn. I need some of those groovy vibes, man. The sun could not be more shining today, man. To my fellow people that live in England, you would know, man. It's fucking depressing living here. And then, of course, ESL Challengers kicks off. We're out here grinding with the casting. That's when the sun is like, you know what? Let me come out, let me come out. But, you know what? It is what it is. I'm a degen for Counter-Strike anyways, so it's not as if I'd be doing much today anyways. But anyways, map number 2. We'll be going live in literally any second now. And as you can see, we are on the sandy shores of Anubis. I have a feeling this is going to be a quick one and not in the way you probably expect me to say it. If you scurry off to HLTV, have a little open to the stats page of The Last Resort. Have a little look at their Anubis and tell me they are not really going to be favorites coming into this one. I mean, sure, you look at their nuke. Their nuke is amazing. Their Inferno is really good as well. They're solid in Mirage and Overpass. Anubis, yeah, Anubis is not one of their good maps. So they've not won a single time on here. Leo, this is their favorite map. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing all 3 maps today, but you never truly know. So once again, thanks for everybody tuning in. And I'll leave the shameless plug for after this. Extinct will spot off the head, but not be able to get that kill. And it's just going to be a straight-on brawl. Every single player is pushing for aim and the round's done. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. That's how I should have just done the bloody cast, because there we go. The round's done. But, well done. If that wasn't an anti-strat, I don't know what is, because you don't really see a lot of pistol rounds where they're all pushing A together. But you make a good point, Centric. That's another, not an ace this time in the pistol round, but that's a 4K in the pistol round for Giraffe this time round. And once again, I spectated the wrong person. So again, L streamer. But yeah, do share the stream with as many people as you can. I think there's only one actual stream on HLTV, and it's a Ukrainian one. So get the people going onto this one. But it's going to be another quick round once again. I can barely get my words out before the round's done. But it's so much damage, so much spraying. And it's somehow a 3-on-3 turned onto a 3-on-2. A good push from Artis, I believe, for B main. Will net himself another kill. And they're just looking to keep the pressure up here. Those steps going to force Murat to look away. It's a simple kill for Artis. Now it's all on Amster in the 1 versus 3. Assault Tech 9 smoked off. It's a 10-second. It's a 10-second stick. You never know. You do know. You probably know as soon as the smoke goes down what's going to happen. So it's going to be the conversion secured. And hey, I mean, you never know. This could be the first time. Hey, you can't always lose. You can't always lose on a map. You have to break that unlucky streak at some point. And to be fair, with how fortunate TLR have been on Nuke, that was probably one of the most scrappiest wins on Nuke I've seen in probably in all of watching them. If they've got fortune on their side today, what's to say they can't win an Anubis? I mean, they're already looking to start off with as a 3-0. They do have to contest against these Tech 9s, which of course can do a lot of damage. Mid has been given over. Bev swinging on it to at least net himself a 1 kill, but he's just going to get double dinked. Artis has secured A main for the rotations. Extinct in from the backline as well, alongside Vacancy. Should be able to net this round up, or clean up this round, and well, the MP9 is just going to go to town. Okay, only a single kill, so it will be a 2-on-2. Up against 2 armored opponents as well. Molly is just going to force Malkus back a little bit further. Smoke as well onto the diffuser. And it's just going to be another round win for the side of the Last Resort. And they're even going to get the last 2 kills as well. A little bit more injury to damage there. But this is going to be the true test. Rifles out in full force for the side of Leo. Everybody reinvesting on the side of the Last Resort. Even Artis getting himself on that AWP. So, again, if we're looking back to that nuke game. A lot of these gun rounds weren't the prettiest for the last resort. A lot of crispy shots from the side of Leo. Especially this man as well. He's actually on the AWP as well. I didn't see that. He started to come into a league of his own into that second half, but it was a little too late, some would say, but there we go. Bev having the best of times today. He's given over that a free opener, but the Battle of the AWPers goes away for the Irishman. Malchus has been silenced. They're looking to take up some extra ground here. Will they be expecting Cleo is the question. No, they won't. On that jump up, Vacancy is going to be tacked down low. Artist and Vacancy, actually, both will be allowed to run away. And Extinct, again, continuing his fine form. Marat on the lurk will be taken down. So there's only one thing that calls. They got that opener onto Bevan Main. A is the play here, but they're doubled up here. The last resort. Playing off each other. It is perfect Counter-Strike. And now it all falls onto the hands of Cleo. "19 seconds. Yeah, mate. I wouldn't hate you saving this AK whatsoever, so. Just looking to upgrade themselves here. Yep, Giraffe. And Extinct picking up an AK. Yeah, but that's some good CS there from the last resort. They lose Bev and A main. They know they got to take some other side of the map away from Leo. Artist in the process getting that AWP kill onto Malchus helps. But the fact that they can pretty much call B main clear, they know it's going to be the A hit, so. I know this has been their weakest map as of late, but they've always shown promising signs on it, just not really signs of closing it out. So the fact they're already 4-0 up, pushing for 5. It's one of these tough buys that they got to contest with once again. Malchus on that hero AWP. Gotta remember, Anubis historically T-sided since its inception. Leo know that they gotta start getting some rounds on the board, or else the last resort will just run away with it. I would not be surprised if Malchus is the one to take point here, at least try and find an opener. But he's very passive. At the same time as them taking B, we're seeing the push for A main, spotting absolutely nothing. So we should see the rotations come into play here. And they're going to be quick on the flank as well. If they go through connector, Bevan Draft will be ready, but it is going to be that opener onto Extinct. He was coming in to rotate to that site. So it has been given over. It's going to be quick from Draft and Bev, though. Bev going to be avenging his teammates, but he's going to get ran down. They're standing on each other. What is going on? Info should have been called. The last 2 players are in connector. Vacancy stepping forward here, but one Unique is going to take the initiative to swing on in. It's going to be on Artist switching to the rifle there, but one Unique is looking for that fight. And Leo do muster up finally their first round of the half. Again, I feel like this is probably one of the more chaotic series I've watched in a while. Just a bit all over the place. Despite winning 4 rounds, you look at the money on TLR. Lose this round and you're completely broke. So they have to be extremely careful, but who am I to say to be careful to the main man Artist? Pushing through main with such confidence. Nets himself a kill on the man who clutched the round against him. That's a warning sign there for Leo. Not going to be frightened away whatsoever. TLR looking for more. Flash into main. I thought Vacancy was going to peek off that, but chooses not to. It's actually the push through water. I think they're going to crunch from both sides. Bev and Artist looking to make their way in, and Clear's actually fed his life over to Vacancy. So much map control gained by the CT side, so much info, and Vacancy even sticking around. And this could be his moment to shine, spawning 2 players with the lineup, but he's not going to be able to get that kill. And look at Malkus, he actually got that kill towards middle as well. And he's hiding out in heaven. But where is Artist? On Open Own for being constantly on the move. He's posted up towards heaven. Who's going to be quicker between the two of them? It's going to be Artist, of course. Malkus is walking on in, and Extinct even getting a kill through the smoke and a dink as well. And just like that, all Marat can do is to hold on to what he's got. Despite winning the previous round, thanks to an explosive call, it's back to reality here for Leo. You know, I will say this: it's not a good sign if you're on the opponent team and you got Artist who's already 8-2, and he's going for spicy peaks like that. It's never good in general when an AWPer's feeling it. So. An early tactical called on what has not been a pretty good start to this T's half. They got to start making something work one way or another. And obviously with the loss bonus maxed out for them, they will be fine. But at the same time, they're going to start winning rounds, and I feel like they've smelled a bit of weakness here towards A main. This is a bit of a repeat from the pistol round. Bev going to be swinging on in. He's going to get the double and the AWPer in the process. A beautiful double headshot from him. And it doesn't seem, whatever game plan Leo are wanting to bring into the round, the last resort are just looking to face them head on and put a stop to them. Look at this from Vacancy. I mean, this is a very over-eager, but he's even going to win out the fight with the MP9. This just seems like one long nightmare for Leo. And they're hoping to wake up from it. Unique and Cleo. So little to work with. And so much to do. Artist will miss that shot. But Giraffe, oh, he's only going to tag to get the dink. But Artist through the wall. Switching to the sidearm to finish it off. It's another 2K for him. But that round won by Bev and his push. And that right there is a prime example of the right-handed peaks there. You'll see the player on the other side before the other player sees you. And Bev uses that to his advantage to go unnoticed for as long as he did. It's back to the pistols, and it's going to be another brawl in water. These canals bleed red with the blood of Leo. And the Brits and Irishmen are running rampant here on Anubis. I can't believe I'm even saying that. With historically how poor they have been on this map. If they can extend their map pool into Anubis, where is the weakness for the last resort? However, Marat is on the backstab here. And they do not know of him whatsoever. This could be his moment to shine. And he goes for the trigger discipline as well, but it's not gonna be... He goes for the double dink, but for whatever reason he doesn't land the second shot. If that doesn't just summarize this series for Leo, I don't know what does. It's just one of those days, isn't it? 30 seconds. I mean, look at the HP on these last three players. I know Extinct is on for the ace, but I'm sure he's probably screaming to his teammates, we just got to get this round across the line. But actually, he is going to be the one to put us up to this. So we might have 2 TLR aces in 2 maps. Smoke down on the site. Extinct going to get the spray down, and it's going to be the ace from the Irishman. 11-2 on Anubis. Easily the MVP on Nuke as well. With his lovely headshots with the Deagle, with the Deagles on those 4 spies. It feels like the Last Resort can just run through any brick wall and just silence their opponents with ease at this point. The grind has well and truly been paying off for them. For Leo, they need to recover these last 4 rounds. One way or another. They need a bit of luck, but it's bad when the Giraffe is just run up mid dry. That is pure confidence on full display. Extinct will finally be punished. Walking to the crosshair of Clear, but Artist besting his counterpart once again through the smoke, no less. So for a split second, we were equalized. We're back in favor of the Last Resort. Timing going to be everything on this peak, but Vacancy surviving with so little. And again, it's a minute on the clock, and Leo down 3 players. It's this duo once again, Clear and one Unique. To make something possible. But it's not looking probable. As the timer ticks down, so does their chances of getting back into this game. Waiting for some overcommitment here, and it could be coming in the hands of Bevan. It's a lovely double from one Unique. They didn't necessarily have to do that, but clearly a bit angsty, the 2 players on that site, as to the whereabouts of these 2 players. And one Unique, he's going for more here. Just going to swing on in. Going to get the player that is on low HP. But it is on the captain now. 12-2. Going to swing on in, and he can't do anything. Cleo. It's all the way of the Irish today. It was St. Patrick's Day the other day. But you have to say it feels like it is that day today as well. 13-2 on Artist. 11-3 on Extinct. And what a game of Counter-Strike we're watching. And I don't know if I jinxed it right at the start saying we're going to be seeing all 3 maps, because the Last Resort historically known for not being good on Anubis, but I'm being well and truly surprised today. And just for a bit of context as well, later today I will be going live on their channel as well, streaming some close qualifiers for some random event that popped up. So if you want to witness some more great UK and Irish CS, do follow the socials, because there's a lot of CS coming your way, especially if these guys keep winning. So a vacant middle. TLR, they are hunkered up onto the bomb sites. This could actually catch them out. I mean, it's a good timing they pushed into main as they did now, because they're going to hear all of this. Bev, oh, it's a beautiful headshot onto Marat. The fact they can stay in main and just offer a bit of a nuisance here for Leo, staying alive for as long as they can. They know they killed Bev, but where is Giraffe is the question. They know there should be one more player around here, and one unique. He's not even ready for the fight, though. Despite holding the angle. The bomb has actually not gone down here. Due to the over-rotations here, I think, yep, TLR have noticed it. The fact they've not gotten the bomb down. Clear and Malkus looking to make the mad dash onto the B site. But 3 the last resort players here are ready to meet them here. Flash comes in. Malkus is able to cross. Get the bomb down, but I think it's the only thing he will be able to do as he's trapped from all sides. Puts it all onto Amster. And what can he do but watch on? Nearly a team ace for TLR. They're looking to make it double digits. They're looking to make it 10-1 at the half. What is going on? I will say, blowouts like this normally aren't the funnest, but it's quite exciting to see a UK team finally put up results like these against the European counterparts. So once again, it's a one-to-one setup of the previous round. Hunkered up on the sides once again. Leo going for the slow crawl in middle. This time Giraffe though. He's got that pixel angle on lock. Oh, the timing on everything. It's going to be on everything here. So the hit comes in. Molly's going to be deployed, and they're going to just run through this. They're going to get burned down to a crisp here. It's going to be on Bev to stay alive for as long as he can, though. Surrounded on all sides. He can only net 1 kill. So finally, we got a man advantage here on one of the bomb sites. 2 players severely burned down, though. TLR, you'd be silly not to go for this round. Cleo. When does he swing? Artist is poised on his position. Extinct, well, that's a bit of a Hail Mary there. Running on through. Artist not even trying to shoot his gun. And finally, Leo will get themselves a second round on the board. TLR not expecting them to run it back through middle once again. And despite doing so much util damage, they brace impact through the flames. And make something work finally, but again, is it too little, too late? I'd have to say yes. Even if they win this final round, the only way back for them, I'd say, is you gotta win the pistol as well. Win the pistol, win the follow-up round as well, and then you're only 2-3 rounds behind, so... They gotta get past this final hurdle though, Leo. I actually believe the other stream that is doing this game is Leo themselves, so I can only feel for them on their channel. Because this has been a day to forget for them, and oh, Extinct, he even catches one unique. That spam finds the kill, and they're going to go through into this pop that will just see them lose their life one by one. Cleo doing a very good job, though. Oh my word, it's a triple from him. How the hell has he pulled that one off? It's a 5-on-3. Cleo looking to be the savior in this round alongside Malkus. Malkus actually getting that kill into Bev. How the hell have Leo pulled this one back? I don't know, but this could be the beginning of something special. Cleo with the 4K. Putting it all on his shoulders, anchoring the weight of his team in that round. The TLR, I'm sure they're going to be very, very happy with this one regardless. 9-3 on the CT side of Anubis. What more could you ask for? But the odds are on the side of the last resort. I believe they've won every single pistol. Someone can fact check me for that one in this series. Replicating what Leo been doing in the last couple of rounds, keeping it quiet. Find himself all of middle. Got 3 players on this A site. This could end in a disaster here for TLR. They might not be expecting this much of a stacked site, but nobody's landing their shots yet. But Bev, of course, it's a lovely double headshot from him as he makes his way through main. And it's a 5-on-3. I did say the odds are against TLR in this one. Extinct also mopping up one unique from main, or from camera, sorry. Giraffe fully blind. It's a 4-on-2. Smoke down in the faces of Leo. And all they can do is turn tail and run away to the hills. Because the last resort want to stay alive here in the lower bracket of challengers. Looking to put the UK and Irish scene permanently on the map. Bev even nets himself a 3rd one as well. So only be clear who holds onto that armor and dualies. If you're a leader, you have to force. I mean, there's no question about it. You're down 7 rounds on the less favored side with your tournament life on the line. Let's see where that goes. Nice early main smoke. Remember that one, fellas? And you see, because of that, Hamster's just gonna set himself up comfortably on the site. Main in control of the T's. With that lurk smoke, it's for the T's, but actually Hamster is playing up close and personal here. Could potentially find himself a kill here. And has that option to retreat afterwards, but TLR looks like it was only a ruse. Middle is the name of the game here, and this swing in from Murat is going to find nothing but information though. But all they're finding in the last resort are headshots. Malchus though on an island. A lovely 180 for that headshot. But it doesn't matter, because Extinct is going to town. He's farming up Leo like it's nothing. A 4K from him. I am just in absolute shock right now. This roster's doing insane things and has been doing insane things these last couple of weeks, but to do it in this fashion? Remember, Leo ranked 90 something, whilst the last resort ranked 128th. They even beat a team earlier today that are ranked 68th, I believe. So this isn't just a fluke that we're witnessing from the last resort. They're looking like a team that's looking to breach into the top 100 and go even further. Leo back on the Deagles. It's not been their day, and once again it's a kill through the smoke. So much util damage. Murat is going to burn to a crisp once again. Cleo left cowering towards the back of site, left on 20 HP. Extinct smells blood in the water once again. It's so one-sided. It's a bit of a scrappy fight there towards water, but it looks like all 5 players will stay surviving for the last resort. They're going to be on match point Not match point. Series point, I'll say. With 9 rounds to play off. And Leo, again, it's just going to have to be a day to forget for them. Can they at least get an exit kill here? No, they can't. They can't even find a kill on their way out. Extinct hitting him with the 20 bomb. No real weakness here. And it's a bit crazy to say. I think most people would agree with me that Vacancy is probably one of the better players on this Last Resort side. But he's been quite quiet in this series. So the fact that Vacancy's kind of had a day where he can kick his legs up and chill out. Extinct being the star player today. There's been no real weakness. And even it's not even being Extinct as well. Giraffe as well. You can't forget Giraffe. Ace in the pistol in the last map. 4K on this one as well. Artist 15-4 as well. It's the day of the Irish today. One unique tagged already, 40 HP. As they gotta take some map control here, Leo. They're not being secretive about it whatsoever. It's actually just gonna end in a disaster. Another double spray down. Extinct is absolutely farming Leo today. However, on the other side of the map, though, Leo finally do respond with 2 kills of their own. But is it too little too late? Marat's looking to stay alive for as long as he can. He is the sole defender of this B site. And this will have to be his moment to shine. Because the hit's going to come on in. Looks like Amster has luckily managed to get himself close on by, but the bomb will go down without an issue. Rat was thinking about going for the spray, but staying silent. How the hell has Artist even done that? It's a 3-on-2. This could be it for Leo. Orper coming into rotation from CT as well. Artist going for the 1-tap. That's how you know they're swinging with confidence. Malkus is just going to walk into the spam. Amster with 3 kills. He does get that player in connector. But Artist and Draft looking to seal the fate of Leo today. The Last Resort close it out 13-3 on a map where they've not won yet on the season. Extinct with 22, Artist with 18. I can't believe what I'm witnessing. This is absolutely unbelievable. I'll say it now. Extinct is my MVP for today. I mean, I'd be silly not to give it to him, but I think today was a case of it's just not your day today, Leo. I feel like it easily could have been them winning Nuke if they just could have won against those pistols time and time again, but yeah, they look like the fools today, sadly. Last Resort, they stay alive here in the playoffs. We'll take a little look at the bracket, of course. We'll have a little look. So it will be the Last Resort playing either Nemesis or the Rottweilers. So, and that will be tomorrow, Friday at 6 o'clock. But I think that could be subject to change. But that is it today. Fucking hell, boys. That was some game, wasn't it? So, yeah, shout out to Extinct. You're my MVP, but special commiserations to every single one of them because, you know, Draft with the ace, the pistol ace, Artist as well in that second map. I could easily just give the MVP to every single one of them, but I've got to give it to Extinct. So, yeah, that's me done for today, at least on this channel. But there should be some close qualifier games going live on the Last Resort channel later today. So follow my little Twitter account just so you know when that goes live. But that is it for me today. And wow,